welcome back everyone. Now you might be wondering, why is my Orthrus green? It used to be red. Well, this is the second Tungsten Nanocore that I've bought, and this one is a little bit different. The red one will be for DPS, for damage, while the green one is built for speed. So I'll of course show you the effects of this Nanocore at the current state. So with the green one here I went with the speed bonus. Now keep in mind this is still the Tungsten Nanocore that is available in the game, and I wasn't aware that you can actually buy several of them and that you can actually assign each of these bonuses to one of the nanocores. Now on the red one I have the missile damage, on this one I have the flight velocity bonus, and I kinda like how the speed of this ship now looks. I prefer my ships to be fast, especially when I do solo PvP. I value velocity a lot while doing solo PvP because speed is key to survival in ships with no tank. Now this is my original nanocore that I use. It is the red one. I mean, kind of easy to differentiate between what each of these nanocores do. The green one is for velocity, the red one is for damage. There is a decent difference in the damage output, but of course also a big difference in the ship's velocity. This nanocore I like to use when I am in a fleet or when I am close to my home system where the traffic is usually very low. Okay, well, this one is the missile damage and torpedo damage bonus. And I'm planning to get a third one that will increase the shield, which might be interesting when I try out the brawling fit that I have for the Orthrus. Of course, I'll probably do that next time. Okay, so time to show you the speed of this ship with both nanocores. Now, I like to use this one because it has pretty good DPS, pretty good damage. I have dual ballistic controllers installed. 2.8 kilometers per second. It's not slow, but it's also not as fast as I need it to be. My requirement is at least 3 kilometers per second. However, the damage output is looking pretty good. With one ballistic control it's almost 1000 DPS, which is still a pretty good number, and with the second ballistic control it is at 1.2k DPS, which is pretty good to be honest. And also keep in mind it also has battleship alpha damage, so a pretty good number. And of course here you can see how much the ballistic controls affect the missiles. Overall a very dangerous ship if you are in a battlecruiser or battleship. You have to be careful if you see Orthrus, because they can destroy these large ships very easily. Alright, well, now on to the green one. Let's see first the velocity and then the DPS. I think the trade here between speed and DPS is quite balanced. 700 flat DPS, looking pretty good to be honest. Of course, a 60 DPS difference between this one and the previous one. 3.1 kilometer per second, and that is pretty good. I like this. Velocity should be able to outrun most ships out there that can theoretically attack me. With one ballistic control almost 900 DPS, and with the second one it should be around, yeah, it is 1113.59 DPS. Again, you can see that the trade between the DPS and ship velocity are kind of, I think they're fair. Of course, If you want DPS, then you lose some speed. If you want speed, then you lose some DPS, which is, I guess, a decent way of balancing things with the Orthrus. Alright, well, let me quickly dock up. We'll use both nanocores throughout this video, I believe. So it should be interesting to see what type of ships I'll catch. Okay, we have a Raven on the scanner, so I will warp towards it. Hopefully that Raven is built for PvE. A PvP Raven can be way too tanky, but we are about to find out what will happen. And they were in this anomaly here. Interesting. Right at our back door, basically. Okay, there's the Raven. This is a perfect warp-in, exactly at the optimal range of my points. Okay, the Raven has been pointed. We'll orbit at 36, 37 kilometers for now. They have locked me back. They use medium drones. Now, they should not have enough range to reach me, so I should be good. The only problem might be the Raven's primary weapon, and those are missiles. Okay, this one appears to be very tanky, and my capacitor is getting neutralized slowly. They're using rapid missiles. Okay, so that means I should be safe at 38 kilometers. Mark 9 Valkyries on the PvP overview. Slowly doing my work on the shield of the Raven. Interesting. So the Raven decided to continue shooting down the pirate ships, probably because one of them had a scrambler on his ship. So if they have warp core optimizers, they can warp away, but because they did not warp away so far, I think they don't have any warp core optimizers. Now, I also believe that they have dual capacitor batteries, or at least one capacitor battery and one energy Nosferatu, because they are repairing their shield like they have dual large shield boosters. So this is indeed a very tanky Raven, if my theory is correct. My capacitor is getting low. Reinforcements is coming in. Had to call them because this Raven is very tanky, and I don't think that I can actually shoot it down by myself. Although I did tackle, and this should have been a 1v1, but it turns out that this Raven means business. It's a very well built ship, so I have to use some of my tricks to shoot it down. Alright, the Raven shooting at our Caracal sniper. And of course the monster has arrived, the Balgorn. Now this Raven is going to have a very bad day. Their shield going slowly down. My capacitor also going down. Might have to turn off my micro warp drive to save my capacitor a little bit. Not sure if that's because of the neutralizer, but might be because of the dual ballistic controls. And now the Raven is going down rapidly. I'm very curious to see what build this Raven has. There's also the chance that I could have continued to fight it 1v1, but that could have, you know, that would have probably taken like 30 minutes, so... Alright, now they are in armor, in full. And this Raven is now going down. That was a nice fight. That was a very, very tanky Raven. Let me check out the wreck. Yeah, the Raven had dual shield boosters installed. Well, that explains why I couldn't go through the tank that easily without any help. Right, well, that was a very nice kill. Time to dock and leave the loot in the station. After that, towards the next target.
Warp drive active.
We have a prophecy. Oh man, drone boats. Those drone boats are pretty good ships. Drone boats are the highest threat for these very fragile ships, because drones can have very nice DPS, and I have practically no resistances on this ship. Okay, prophecy has been tackled, orbiting at 41 kilometer. They are of course a armor tank. Prophecies are mostly armor tanks, and this one seems to be tanky, but I have enough DPS to go through the armor of that prophecy. They are now in low armor and drones are attacking me. I lost points here, which can be dangerous, so I just have to get closer and change my orbit. That prophecy is using a micro warp drive, so that's why they managed to kinda get out of my points a little bit. Could have warped, but the micro warp drive inertia will keep them in place for long enough. Okay, now my missiles here did not wanna reach the target. That's because of my velocity. Both of our ships are moving, and of course all of that is counted when the missile is launched. Only 3.8 seconds flight time, so it did lose some of that time because both of our ships are moving at high velocity, which can technically reduce your missile range. So keep that in mind if you are using a ship like this with missiles. Alright, that was nice loot. And I got my armor scratched a little bit, but not a big problem. I'll just repair that when I dock in my station. Well then, overall, a decent fight with that prophecy. Was worried a little bit, but in the end everything turned out to be pretty good. Glad that I have changed my build. Right, let's go towards the next target. We have another prophecy. Let's warp in. Another drone boat on the menu today. This time I have the different build with the dual ballistic controls, so this build focuses on DPS. Okay, prophecy is now tackled, pointed. Will orbit at 35 kilometers. As you can see, I'm doing some pretty decent damage so far. Going through the shield was pretty easy. That was a massive hit on the armor. Did not expect to see that number there. This prophecy has a large armor plate. They are using hammerheads. They are a little bit slow. Hammerheads, I believe, are the slowest medium drones. And these hammerheads actually have problems to reach me. Interesting. Okay, well, I am speed tanking these drones without much of a problem. I see that the local is spiking a little bit. That means that can potentially mean bad news for me. This prophecy holding out quite well, has a lot of armor. That's the effect of the large armor plate. Local still spiking. Alright, well, I'll have the escape route already planned in case I have to use that. They are now in hull. Second cycle of my ballistic controls is now running. Local still spiking, and I'm just gonna warp out just in case something is on the way. That was a weird local spike there while I was fighting the prophecy. Kinda a very weird coincidence. Just at the right moment when I started to fight with that prophecy, they started to jump in the system. Which, you know, can be just a coincidence, or it might be a trap. You never know what can happen. Alright, let's go towards the next target. Let me prepare everything, okay. Still using the red Nanocore. At this moment I call them red or green because, well, if I see my ship be red, then I know I have DPS on. If I see my ship be a green frog, then it has speed, so kinda a nice little thing. We have a Moa here. I landed very close, actually. I landed dangerously close to that cruiser. Need to take range quickly in case they have a scrambler, because I have no tank and these pirate ships here can also target me. Okay, my missile there did not wanna hit, so I just have to... Okay, now it works, okay. Sometimes I am too fast for my own missiles, although my missiles are going like 15 kilometers per second. We have one more target in the system. This might be interesting. Moa is now in armor. I have beat the shield of the Caldera ship. Now it should go down faster than usual. For in local, I really expect someone to actually warp in here. My sixth sense telling me that someone will jump here. And usually my sixth sense is correct about these things. Okay, Moa is now in low hull. One more missile should do the job. Technically 6 more missiles, not one, but they're all grouped, so all of them fire at the same time. Okay, let me get the wreck and then I can warp away. Oh, and I got scrambled. Okay, let me remove that one destroyer then. That's now what I'm doing here is very risky. You should always avoid getting scrambled by these pirate ships, because if you're scrambled, then you might be a very easy target. And I try to avoid those very dangerous situations, although sometimes you just have to go through that. Right, well, next target we have a thorax. Now I've actually been scanning this ship for quite a bit, and I tried to avoid going there because there was quite a bit of traffic in the system. I expected this to be a trap, so I waited a little bit until the local has cleared a little bit, and then I warped in. There is the cruiser. Perfect distance, 32 kilometers, pointed. We'll maintain a close orbit just in case the thorax starts to move with micro updrive's velocity. Well, they are going down fast, so let me just prepare the escape route. One more hit and they should go down. Or 2 more hits. Lately I have been very bad at predicting how many hits it will take for a ship to go down. Nice, okay, let's check out the wreck. And then I think I'll actually stay here because I'll just burn away. Oh, nice, I got a free 40 million ISK mission. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that I did check out this thorax here. It did give me some decent loot in the end. Alright, well, I'll just keep on taking range here because looks like the mission will stay. Local going up a little bit, so there is one more ship on the scan. Oh, it's far away. Okay, not a problem. Alright, well, let's go towards the next target. I'll have to scan them down first. A caracal. Okay. Well,
warp drive active.
Let's see what that caracal is doing over there. Medium anomaly. Weird, why did I scan the ship down? I could have just warped towards the anomaly without notifying them that I'm coming for them. Oh well. Kind of forgot why I actually did that. Had a reason. Usually when I see a ship in one of these anomalies, I just warp without scanning, but this time for some reason I did scan. Well, yeah, this is the caracal. Pointed, and first hit removed the shields. Second did not reach the target because of our velocities kinda reducing the range of my missiles because they travel a little bit more than they should. And the second hit did destroy the caracal. Okay, nice. Now I'm gonna leave the wreck over there for now because one of these ships does have a scrambler and the local started to go up again, as you can see. So
warp drive
let's
active.
go towards the next one. Dominic's. Hope to see the Dominic's warp towards the mission so that I can join them. Oh, it's a blue. Oh, okay. Alright, well, haven't checked out the local, so I'll just leave our friend here continue their mission. Sorry for the scare. Okay. Let's go towards the next target.
Warp drive
And
active.
here you can see this is the green Orthrus, the one that has very decent speed. And I can already see the first thing people will do if they see me in this ship will check out what color my ship has. If it's red, they'll stay away from it. If it's green, they'll probably attack because I will have a lower DPS. I don't know, actually, we will see what will happen. We have a Ferox. I landed a little bit far away, so I'll just approach. They seem to be, I don't know, looting, I guess, so they're busy with the wrecks, while I'll be busy with approaching their ship. Pointed, hope that they don't have any warp core optimizers. First hit on the shield, that was a nice hit. Second hit, they are now in armor, also a very big hit. Making our way through the armor was pretty easy. They are now in hull. Tried to boost shield there, but was a little bit too late. Alright, nice. Let's check out the wreck. Okay, some C-types, nice, not bad. And I'll just warp towards that anomaly because,
Warp drive active.
well, this mission here is completed, so they can just remove the site. Alright, well, on to the next target. I'm chasing a tornado into nullsec, and they went to this gate, which I think, yep, my guess was right. Alright, there's the tornado. Let's orbit. We'll borrow the bubble for a moment. Okay, first hit almost removed the shield. Second hit, now they are in armor. We'll orbit at 33 kilometers. Don't actually need to go above that, because I already have enough range, and they are probably using auto cannons, so they will not have enough tracking to hit me at this range. Tornado is now in low armor, and they are now in hull. Now I am their primary target. They're actually using cannons, the large artillery. They haven't been using autocannons, so yeah, they are definitely not going to hit at this range. Alright, nice. That was a nice kill there. Luckily, I could borrow this bubble here on this gate, so I could have. So I had luck at chasing this tornado. Okay, well, that was a nice little ride. We'll definitely get a third nanocore for this ship, and we'll try it out with a shield bonus. Should give me around 80 to 90,000 effective hit points. We will see. So, with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. As always, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.